So now I'd like to ask Jan Kees Buinen of SynerScope to come up. Your tool, sir. The green button.
Thank you. My name is Jan Kees Buinen. I'm the CEO of SynerScope, and we're in the business of big data visualization. Now, in banking, you deal with massive amounts of transaction data and the follow-on in your accounting entry systems. And the sheer volume, variety, and also the speed of data makes it very difficult to get information out timely and accurately. Normally, we tend to use data mining and all kinds of filtering and aggregation to basically push information to business graphic screens, which can actually hold very few data points, or we use Excel sheets, which have the same problem. You can hardly move more than 1,000 data points to such a screen. So this is not really very usable when you're looking at high volume transaction data. And while you can look at individual transactions, the problem is even further exacerbated if you want to look at an entire network or a connectivity between different individual transactions. So we have moved to a totally different visualization, which is completely interactive in the GPU. We hold millions of data in a single screen, which are ready at your fingertips, at your mouse, to drill down and look for interesting patterns, and basically drill down all the way up to the level of the individual underlying transaction. So we believe that there is a lot of traction possible with fraud and compliance departments in banking and in insurance, and we're already in proof of concepts and in pilot phases with various leading institutions in the world. Audit and controlling, we're working with some of the big four companies to actually speed up the process of audit and controlling by taking audit and controlling into the visual level. And the future actually holds that we can do real-time monitoring, because that's how fast the system actually interacts with data. It's really simple. We don't do any data mining, no clustering, no algorithms. Basically, it's taking data out in flat file form and then moving them through an importer that puts it into a proprietary format for the GPU to actually do all this fast processing. And SynerScope is currently looking at pilot project ventures with a few leading banking institutions, a few leading insurance companies, and also some technology companies. And SynerScope will then later also have a basic and advanced model for use at a lower level in the organization. And SynerScope is also talking to some very big operators for OEM integration, whereby we are basically an analysis tool in, for instance, a complete AML package. Of course, we're not alone in data visualization, but most data visualization, as people know it here, it deals with data point or statistics visualization, which means very few data points are actually showing up in your screen. And we have people who do similar things with relationship visualization, but they come out of the space of intelligence and law enforcement, and they have a real problem with high volume transaction data. Most of them will have a limit of 30,000 event records, whereas ours will go into millions of records in a single screen. We have a strong technology team from the University of Eindhoven with PhDs which actually can program, because if you're in the visualization space, you need to be able to program your own thesis work. We've coupled that with domain experience from fraud and compliance areas and with domain expertise from banking to open up the financial services area. And currently, we're standing here and we're looking for more banks who are willing and interested to start piloting with us on certain applications. For Swift, we have an interest in actually talking to Swift about corresponding banking, because we can visualize networks several hops out. We're looking at technology companies if they're interested for a technology investment. And we're looking for VCs when they can bring us the right network to help accelerate the growth of this company. And for the next year, we will be needing about 2 million to actually take us through the year and to take us through the sales cycles with these large financial institutions.
All right. Hang on.
Cindy.
You talk about applications. What problem, if you talk about banks, what problem are you solving? What applications do you envision?
For instance, applications in point of sale fraud, where you get velocity from credit cards, identity theft with online transactions, where people basically, to dodge the system, they spoof IP addresses. And because we're not working rule-based or statistics-based, you can start picking them up very early when these signals start coming through, because they'll actually project a different pattern in the screen for the analyst to look at.
Anything else?
Other things that we're looking at is cybercrime. So we are doing UDP, TCP, HTTP protocols. So we look for command and control. We look for port scan issues.
Other questions? No? Okay then. Thank you very much.